everybody, and welcome back to the Avid Gamer. So, as you know, recently I've been making a lot of programming videos, C, C++, and I thought, how would it be to program like in the early 90s? How did people do it back then? Because you didn't have all the fancy IDEs and stuff we have now. And so I went back, and obviously you can just type it in a text editor and use a compiler, which um, you couldn't do. But here I have a couple of things. I have Borlands C++, and I have Visual C++. So this is Visual C++ from 1993. And it's just really interesting to see how these old versions work to type R. Because you can see there is no autocomplete, right? It's just all this. This is a really weird text editor. You can just move anywhere you want. Like it just by default starts you right here. Like I don't even add this tab right here. Come on. I just delete this space. Yeah. But you can see I have a couple of things. It's doing some basic print functions, and so what we do is we just here execute. Rebuild, and sometimes it doesn't. I'm not sure why. It's just really weird. It just does that. But so you can see it's compiling. So compiling test.c is the only file I have. It's not a big project. Linking, and it's really interesting to look at this because it's just a weird, really old IDE. It has syntax highlighting. It's basically C. Look at C++. C++. I feel like its syntax has changed a little bit over the years. C, not really. Contemporary C feels a lot like old C. Okay, so there we go. So we have that. I close it. I'm still getting used to Windows 3. It's a really weird project because I can do Windows 95. It's fine, but this is different. Yeah, so this is a little weird. It opens this. I'm not sure exactly why. Quick win. So you can see this is STD out because there's no GUI to this application. It's just this. Hello Windows 3. She's 3. So printf works. Exactly what you could expect. Let's try some pointers. So this is a classic pointer from the example from the book, which is void swap. So essentially this is just a function that swaps two variables in memory. So let's see how this works. So let's see if this can do it. So I'll run swap on address of G, address of D. I mean, it's a basic bare bones IDE, but it works fine. Let's see if I can do Control C. I haven't tried Control C, Control V. I'd be surprised if it doesn't work. Yeah, that works. So we'll just print it twice, before and after the swap. So here I'll hit execute. So let's print to the build target. I mean, it should just work exactly the same. It's just, oh, I didn't declare int. Whoopsies. Oops. My little mistake. Let's go back. Let's just rebuild all. So, yeah, just a little mistake right there. Should be easy enough. I don't know what this window artifacting is, to be honest. It's just really weird. But I mean, look at this. Like, we got options, window, so we have editor, window, browse, project, stop build, so you suppose it's still building, file, open, close, save as. Okay, so code return error 2, oh, that's weird. Initializing different levels, I can't read the rest of, okay, there we go. So use these little buttons or scroll. There's a warning, so error is missing, oh. Oh, shoot, oops. Mistake. Did I forget a semicolon? I bet I forgot a semicolon. I do that sometimes. It's kind of unfortunate. But usually it's a quick error if you're not something like this. Did I miss a semicolon? Where did I miss a semicolon? I don't think function declarations need a semicolon. Do they in this version? I mean, if you need them in this version, I'll do it. I didn't know you needed to do that in this version. I guess I'll put that there. Doesn't make sense though. Because it said expected identifier with that. So this is all new for me because I've never used this old version. So let's see. Because usually when I do that, I use GCC, which I guess has different rules. Oop. As opposed to, what it says, initializing definitely. Syntax error, test C 10 and 13. Okay. I can't even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Apparently you can't do that, okay. It's 13 is swap, which I'm not surprised about. Sure, I was really sure that's gonna cause some problems. As far as I know, you have to provide that. So we're just gonna hit execute. Compiling. This process takes a little while because it's an emulator, and also, old. Test C, initialize it. Oh, not solved it. Okay, wasn't unexpected. I don't know why you couldn't do that. That's really weird. But binding resources, pug, creating browser database. 0 errors, 0 warnings. So we just go to project and hit execute. Yeah, so it's swapped fine. So memory, obviously, same thing. So, I'm not really surprised about a lot of this stuff. We can do. I would assume we could still make calls like malloc, right? Just include stdlib.h. So let's try and call malloc with that. So we'll just create a car pointer array. Let's create a car array. Car I equals malloc. Let's not take a lot of the array. Let's just do malloc 50. Hi equals hello. Actually, I don't know if you can do that. G is D, and hi is percentage S. Actually, I got an idea, because I don't really want to do, this. What I want to do is I want to read from a file. Now, I'm not very smart, and I cannot remember the reading from a file, because I'm still learning all this stuff, right? And I don't do stuff with files all that often. So file fp equals f open. Now it's just open the main CPP file. Oh, it's called test.cpp, so I'm gonna name anything main, because it'll be a little too forward, R F read high size of high 1. I feel like that's wrong, but we'll find out. Hit execute test.exe. Something's wrong there, I feel it. Because, I'm not like a huge person when it comes to this kind of stuff, so I don't know. We'll find out. Compiling. Did it take that long to get to test.c? Come on. It's gotta be an error. It's gotta be. Syntax error missing this before type file. Illegal use of this type. Whoa. So syntax is different here. There's a funny little idea when we use the built-in help. So C++ language. Oh. That's unfortunate. I'll get to that. Oh, that's not great. Foundation classes. How's that look? Okay, so now it's gonna actually load. Well, let's close out this one because I saw a bunch of help files there. Test is still running. Cool. Close. MFC tech notes, MFC samples. Huh. How does this work? MFC samples, I got a file rating example. A good list of MFC samples. So this one starts with an F. I'd imagine some of these could probably, load files. So let's take a look at some of these, because I'm interested in, say, something like server. Servers are interesting, right? So let's try and load some of these, right? Let's try and load some examples. Forget the file, let's try and load some examples. Because I want to see how a lot of these old ones are made. Because I haven't been using the SDK. I didn't really, I don't really use the Windows SDK all that much. My deals with more Linux, and so I'm interested to see how this stuff works. MSVC help include lib. Okay, it's not help, I don't think. I'd imagine it's in samples. So we can get samples. Source demo, maybe. I guess we could try sort down. Let's look at that. Oh, jeez. So it has a bunch of Windows SDK functions here. Bool in an application handled. Okay, so yeah, I don't really use any of this stuff. I've read enough Raymond Chen to know that's what some of these things are. But create window. Okay, so just run the executable. Oh, that sounds interesting. Execute sort of see. Yeah, so let's build on it. I imagine it'd take a little bit longer than my basic Hello World programs. And this artifacting again. Come on. Not great. But yeah, this will be interesting to look at. I didn't even read what I didn't even read what it's about. I imagine if I had to guess, it's probably like a sorting algorithm. Linking. Yep, we're getting there. Come on. It's not that slow. I mean, I am running this in an emulator, and it's on Replit, so it's probably not great for this kind of stuff, but whatever. Querying browser database, okay. 0 errors, 0 warnings. I'd be concerned if it had errors. Alright, so cool. So nobody said project. Execute. Well, that's interesting. What's it supposed to do? Switch to C++. Switch to file. Start demo. Okay. Let's read the description at the top of the file. So it says. Let me take a look at this and see what it says. It says insertion sorter, so I was somewhat right. Demonstrate sorting algorithms in Windows host application. So yeah, it's a C demo as well. So that's when it says something. They don't use pointers. They use pointers? I don't imagine they use pointers. Yeah, they use pointers. Okay. And its stats. This is really interesting. Okay, so we take a look at Visual Studio. Let's take a look at some of the other stuff that there is. And sort of still there. Okay, let's just close stuff. I don't want to reset the entire computer, but let's take a look at a different application. This application. Come on, let's exit. So this application is Borlands C++, Turbo C++, and also Borlands C++. We're going to look at Turbo because that was more of like the hobbyist kind of thing to do. And it is a C++ compiler, so here we are. So you can see it feels already a lot like the other one, right? So, int main. I don't think namespaces existed back then, so I'm not going to do namespace. Hello. I'm going to try classes though, because that's what C++ is supposed to do. So we'll make a funny, goofy class, we'll call it class bruh. I'm just going to leave it like that, and I'm just going to put a semicolon here just for good luck. I don't think constructors need them. I'll put one there just in case. And we won't call that yet because I just want to see if this compiles at all. Okay, save. Oh, that was not it. So let's try how this one looks. This one already doesn't have syntax outline, which kind of makes me a little sad. I would call it test.cpp. Yeah, it doesn't have syntax outline. That's kind of unfortunate. Let's hit run. Can I just run without compiling? Will automatically compile. Lines to. Oh, it's reading the entirety of IOS. There are errors. Status. There are errors. I don't know why that's kind of funny sense to me. Structure required on the left side of. Okay. Maybe this didn't exist back then. Let's use that under support. Sometimes you gotta make concessions. Linking past one, like I said. Warnings, but no errors. That's nice. Okay. Hello. Hey! We compiled. That's nice. It's a nice change of scenery. Okay, before we leave and head out of here, I thought we might as well make use of this. I haven't done C++ in so long. Bruh hello equals bruh 3. code. Now we'll just do printf. And we'll go to printf. I'll printf percentage %d hello.d. I don't think this might be an insult to all the Borlands developers, but I don't think it's smart enough to automatically include classes. It might be, who knows. I'm just gonna go with that, just to be safe. It's been so long since I've done C++ classes, like, actually. I've been doing so much Java recently, like, all the C++ just went out of my mind. Oh, there you go, okay, plus one. Good to know I still got it. Hello, 1628. So, it didn't work perfectly, but, you know, what can you do? But yeah, anyway, guys, thanks for watching, you know, I guess, you know what they all say. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you want to, dislike if you didn't like it, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.